the laws of wealth creation, irrevocable laws of wealth creation. If you are going to create wealth, you must know the laws that provoke the wealth creation. So let's start with the first law, the law of mentorship. The law of mentorship basically says the master key to achieving anything is to study those who have creatively been successful in that chosen field. What does that mean? Someone has been successful in that chosen field. So you need to create wealth by learning from them. You need mentors. Mentors make you see what you don't know. Mentors make you understand what you don't understand. Mentors direct your life. Mentors help you because they have been where you have never been. Mentors help you to increase your self-confidence. Mentors help you to increase your self-awareness. Mentors help you to develop strong communication skills. They help you, they criticize you in private before you go to the public. Mentors help you to grow a personal network of relationships. Mentors are more like tormentors. They take your weakness and use it to talk to you. They show you the mistakes you are making. You deal with it in private, and then you can stand in public. Mentors expose you to new ideas and new ways of thinking. You cannot really experience financial success, create wealth, if you are not ready to be mentored. You can't criticize those who have created wealth and say you want to create what they have created. You've got to look at them. You may find their weakness, but your best bet is not to dwell on their weakness, but on their strengths. Mentorship is a necessity for making success with your life. Law number 2, the law of burning desire. This law basically says the motivation to acquire wealth must be accompanied by a burning desire for wealth creation. Some people have a lackadaisical attitude to life. K0, 0, whatever will be, will be. They make money, but they don't want to multiply that money. They want immediate gratification. Their friends and themselves go out. Their friends are ordering drinks. They also want to impress everybody. They eat out all the time. They want to wear the latest fashion clothes. You have no burning desire. If you have a burning desire, you will walk away from some levels of comfort, some levels of benefits, because you want to create wealth. Burning desire means being extremely passionate. Now, your passion must not make you break the law. It must not make you get into Ponzi schemes. It must not make you be a scammer. However, you can have a burning desire and channel your desire in the strongest and the best way. A burning desire makes you to pursue with strength. Law number 3, the law of definiteness of purpose. Definiteness of purpose. You see, money is a neutral instrument. Therefore, the purpose for it must be established, the third law, before the wealth is created, or else it can ruin the owner. In other words, you need to have strong purpose for wealth. Why do you want wealth? Why do you want money? Why do you want money to be in your hand? Why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to be wealthy? If you do not have a strong purpose, the same wealth can come back and destroy. But when you have strong reasons why you want to create wealth, then you find that you are able to approach it and you are able to do it with the right mind. So wealth must have a purpose, definiteness of purpose. Law number 4, the law of enrichment. The law of enrichment says all lasting wealth comes from enriching others in some way. So from the things I said earlier, you enrich people outside your home generally, you touch the lives. But when you are creating wealth, you need to look at enriching your children, enriching your grandchildren, enriching your great-grandchildren. So you are enriching other people. That power to look beyond yourself and make something available for generations to come makes you to now not rest on your oars. Because listen, the difference between billionaires and millionaires is the fact that when people become millionaires and multi-millionaires, something in their brain tells them you have too much, you can't spend it. Rest, go and rest, go and take care of yourself. So some have reached 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 400 million, and they have stopped what they used to do that provoked the money to increase. The only way to continue your enrichment vision is to see generationally beyond yourself the number of people you can touch and the number of people you can reach. Entrepreneurship. This is so major, very major. The law of entrepreneurship basically says more people become wealthy. Don't forget this, everyone on the Wealth Academy. More people become wealthy by starting and building their own successful business than by all other ways on earth. More people become wealthy by starting their own business, their own vision, their own dream, their own, whether it is a factory or it is service delivery or it is product delivery. That is the fastest way to create wealth. You don't create wealth quickly through salary. In fact, wherever you live, I don't know. But one thing I know is this. There's just a few people in the city where you live whose salary is £1 million. Only few. Whereas through a business, a person could make that in a few months. Some could make it in a week, except for maybe professionals, athletes and sports persons. Even they themselves, they are an enterprise. They are a business. Their leg is insured, their body is insured. When they want to sign up, it's not just them as individuals, it's their company signing up. So the law of entrepreneurship says the fastest way to create wealth is to own your own company. Number 6, the law of small beginnings. Too many people are so worried about small beginnings. But it says entrepreneurs who start with too little capital are usually more successful than those who started with too much capital. When you have too little capital, your hunger pang is stronger and you are able to push harder and you don't wait for anybody because you know I have to make something happen out of this small. The law of courage. Your willingness to risk and to risk failure and disappointment is a measure of your desire to succeed. Number 7, the law of courage. For anything to make sense in life, you have to find courage. Courage to start. Many people have had good ideas, but they are too afraid to start. If you don't move, if you don't take a step, you will find yourself held back by your fear. And When you are held back by fear, then you have stopped yourself. But when you are courageous, then you can move forward with your life and you can achieve all the things that you thought you could never achieve. I want you to know that courage is a necessity for succeeding in business. You cannot make impact. You cannot reach anywhere if you do not have courage. Law number 8 says there is a direct relationship between the level of risk and the likelihood of success in the world of wealth creation. Risk. So when we say risk, what do we mean? Risk is not a foolish throwing away of caution, but risk is taking calculated risk in building wealth. For example, in investment, the level of risk you are ready to take determines the level of derivation. Some people do not want to take risk, so they leave their money in a savings account. And because you left your money in savings account, you are not going to be able to get more than 0.5% interest rate. And some people, they don't even, I mean, in some places, there is no interest rate even on the money you leave in a savings account. So you've got to realize, realize that you can't create wealth if you can't take steps of risk. What are the benefits of taking risks? Risks build confidence. Risks develop your skills. Risks teach you responsibility. Risks demonstrate that you can take decision even if you were wrong. It is better to take a decision and be wrong than to live in the place of regret. I wish, had I known. When you take risks, you are showing that you can manage emotional constraints. Embracing risk helps you to overcome the fear of failure. So if you are going to create wealth, for example, if you're going to buy shares, stocks, if you're going to buy property, you can't keep saying, I don't want the one that will not go down. Nobody can give you 110% guarantee that there will be no risk levels in your business. No one. There is no wealthy person you hear of today who have not once lost money. Law number 9 is the law of undue, unusual positiveness. Undue, unusual positiveness. This law of unusual positiveness, I can almost connect it to the law of risk. It says expectancy of success can lead to both the failures and success of a new business venture. But you must have this expectancy of success. You must have undue, unusual positiveness. However, you must know that in building business, failures can come, but it must not stop you. Undue, unusual positiveness. Some people are too positive. They say, nothing can go wrong. It says if you persist long enough, you will inevitably succeed. So persistence is a necessity for building wealth. Nobody who tries poorly and moves on can ever build anything awesome. So you have to persist. The difference between those who fail and those who succeed is often here. Somebody stayed on. Number 11, the law of divine assistance. In all of these things, law of divine assistance says God will make heavenly and earthly resources for wealth creation available to you in answer to corresponding faith and action. Oftentimes when people teach the laws of wealth creation, they miss out the law of divine assistance. Because where you have the law of divine assistance at work, you might just exceed your colleagues, your friends, your fellows. Why? Because God is making resources for wealth creation available to you in answer to your corresponding faith. The last law we consider today is the law of time management. The law of time management says if life is measured in terms of time, then time wasted is abused. Time management is probably one of the most crucial to you creating wealth. If you cannot manage time, you cannot manage wealth. That is the truth. If you cannot manage time, you cannot manage wealth. When you manage time, you are stress-free because you know how to do things at the right time. When you manage time, you have a better work-balanced life. When you manage time, you have more time freedom. And those who are, the poor people are the ones who always complain of no time. Wealthy people know how to do multiple things and do it well because they know the value of time. When you manage time, your life has greater focus. And let me close by saying when you manage time, you have higher levels of productivity. I do hope today we really stretch your mind with these laws of wealth creation.